Good afternoon, happy Tuesday, and welcome to Coffee and a Card. So I'm Holly with Handcrafted Blessings, and we are going to have some fun today. So as you guys are getting in here today, I hope your September has started off well. I'd love to hear what you did for Labor Day weekend. So let us know. We are just about... I gotta close this for a second so I can show this to you. We're just about to launch a new catalog. So tomorrow starts this fall mini catalog. So it is a lot of fall, Christmas, yeah, I would say it's a lot of fall and Christmas. So the Halloween stuff came out separate from the catalog, so you're not going to find a lot of Halloween in there. But be on the lookout tomorrow for the Halloween scrapbooking kit that's coming out, which you could obviously use all of the supplies from that kit to make cards. So if you're a Halloween card maker, be sure to check out that scrapbook kit coming out tomorrow. And speaking of scrapbook kits, there's a bunch tomorrow. So there's a really beautiful autumn one, and there's Christmas, the Halloween kit, and then also launching tomorrow that I'm excited to see is the two-tone cardstock. And so what I think my understanding, I don't have it, but my understanding is that it'll be like true to color on one side and then a lighter shade on the other side. So, and it's white core. So what that means is when you cut through it, you're going to see white in the middle. On our cardstock, so if I take this piece for example, we're going to be using this on a card here today. This crumb cake, you can see it's crumb cake all the way through. There's no white core, but the two-tone cardstock will be white core, which we have had some white core cardstock here before, so that's not entirely new, but that's coming tomorrow. So I have been prepping like all of my shopping lists for tomorrow, and I hope you guys are excited too about the new catalog. This catalog, I love not just the Christmas stuff, but I love all the fall stuff too. So there's going to be a lot of fun things coming out. So tell me, as we're settling in here today, what'd you guys do for Labor Day weekend? It was a long weekend, and for some of you, that meant you had some time off of work. I know some people get together with family on weekends like this, but I'd love to hear what you did. And while you're sharing that, I am going to share a couple of cards that came in the mail. And then today I actually have two different projects that we're going to work on. So stay tuned for that. Okay, the first card I'm going to show you is from Gail Seawick in Michigan. And let's see here. Sorry, her notes are falling out of the inside. It says, "Trust in the Lord," made with the ephemera packs. And then the other one is from, I can't quite read the last name. I think it's Patricia Walter, maybe. And it says, "You are so kind." And hold on, figuring out how to open this. Oh, I think I have to untie the ribbon. I think we have to untie this ribbon. Okay, there we go. So once I untie the ribbon, then we can pull it out this way. That's a really fun fold. A fun fold. All right. So there are a couple of really pretty Happy Mail to show you today. Okay, we've got some. We're at home. Kathy had a picnic with her family. That's really fun. And a bonfire. Oh, 'tis the season for bonfires. So, funny story as I get our project here ready. I have a giant back deck on our new house, and so I'm so excited to sit out there. We have a fire table, and I'm looking forward to some cool fall nights. But I didn't want to just wrap up in a blanket while I was out there, because blankets fall off, you know, when you're trying to hold your blanket over the shoulder, but you're also maybe trying to read or drink a hot drink or, you know, whatever. So instead, I went to a big and tall store. Well, I went on Amazon, but I found a big and tall store on Amazon, and I bought the largest hoodie zip up hoodie that exists. The largest size I could possibly find. And we got it in the mail. It's rather hilarious. But it could fit Josh and I together if we wanted to. So now I have not a blanket to wrap up in, but a, I don't know, I think it was like a size 10X or something like that. 10 or, I don't know. It was a big and tall thing. So I'm so excited to get cozy on my back porch. Okay, I am going to, I have one more thing to show you for Happy Mail. It didn't technically come in the mail, but someone gave this to me and I said I would show it on Facebook Live. So when card making became more of a business for me, I needed another hobby. And so I started building Lego. And my friend Beth, her husband, is now 3D printing these Lego guys. Let's see if I can hold it this way. See? Whoop, there we go. He's got like scuba tanks on the back, or maybe he's an astronaut. I don't know. But isn't that so cute? And he actually moves. So I have him sitting on my desk and his arms move and everything. But it's 3D printed. Not Lego. Not Lego. It just looks like Lego. I don't want to get in trouble with like copyright. But anyways, the block man is super cute. Okay, like I said, I am going to show 2 different projects today. And the first one is because of the new catalog tomorrow. We should have a couple of new kits launching as well. And so I want to show you a recent kit that I forgot to show you, and talk about the kit collection. And then I also have another card that I had designed that we're going to put together with a new stamp set. So this is a Christmas kit that came out in August, so just last month. It's still available. It's called Christmas Wishes. So the kit collection is, we have paper pumpkin, but not everybody likes the surprise of paper pumpkin. And so one of the things that kit collection does is it gives you the opportunity to get a kit without the surprise. So you can know before you buy exactly what you're getting. So it'll give you pictures, it'll tell you sizes, you'll know the stamp set, the ink spot, everything that comes in a kit collection. And so sometimes, like this kit, they are full-size cards. So this one happens to have 2 different designs, and looks like 4 of each. And it's going to have everything we need to make this card. There's also a stamp set that's included. Let's see what the words say. We've got Merry Wishes Christmas. And then the long one says, may whatever brings you love and joy be yours this season and throughout the new year. And then a couple of leaf ones. And then our ink spot is Pretty Peacock. So I'm going to set this aside here. So every month, Stampin' Up! Is releasing 2 new kit collection kits. So in August, it was this kit and then also a haunted house. And the haunted house kit is going to get refilled, but unfortunately not in time for Halloween. But you could use it for other occasions, or you could save it for next Halloween. So it is coming back. The second kit they released last month was this one, the Christmas Wishes. So if you are somebody who wants to be able to label your stamps, you can cut this apart and you could put this, I think these might actually fit in the Memories and More albums, possibly. I'd have to measure this. Let's see. Let's do that. I think these are meant to, yeah, it would be pretty close. It would hang out just a little bit, but you could use this in the 3x4 spots in the Memories and More inserts in the binder. So that's a way that you can label your stamps. Okay, so in order to make your kits, they do come with these lovely instructions. And typically when I get them, I throw them away. I'm not very good at following directions. But you do have pictures here, so it makes it easy to figure out. But let's figure these out together. All right, so we've got our stamp set. It comes with dimensionals. We've got some, looks like tear and tape. And there's also a stamp block in here. So just a thinner block, says Stampin' Up on the end. But there's a stamp block for you. And then we've got our gold envelopes. Ooh, those are really pretty. So gold envelopes. We've got a card base. Oh, okay, so this is one side of the base. This is the other side. Maybe it goes this way. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. And then, let's see here. I'm trying to get these pieces separated. Let's see here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we've got striped bases. And we got 4 of those. And those also have that leaf frame on the inside. And then we've got a sheet with some labels. A couple of sheets, actually, of those labels. We've got some greenery and berries. And we've got 1, 2, 3, there's 4 of those sheets. There's some more die cuts. And then we've got these tags as well. Now, let's take a look at the pictures. So we'll start with the striped one. And I'm gonna set this aside. We'll set these over here. Okay, I'm gonna just start putting stuff back in the box because that way it's not all over my desktop here. Okay, so we'll take these tags, and I'm going to need 2 of these for my striped one. Actually, we're gonna need 3 of these. We need 3 of these tags. And then I'm sure I need the other side for the other card, so I'll just go ahead and pop that out just so that it's done. Okay. So for our striped card, I do want this to be the correct direction. So I'm checking that first. And then I will take some greenery. And we're going to do... Let me get this greenery out of here. One of the berries. We need a couple of those. And then we also need a couple of the green leaves. What's fun about this is if you are a scrapbooker, you could also use these for scrapbooking. So a lot of uses for kits like this. Okay, now I am going to grab my regular size Pretty Peacock. I like to save these for giveaways and other things, so I'm going to use my regular size. And we're going to use the Mary stamp. We're also going to need the leaf stamp. And make sure it's the correct one. I need the size that matches up right here. Yep, so we'll take that leaf stamp. And then we're also going to need the large one, the large verse stamp. And I need, where's my blocks? Here we go. So we'll just put all 3 of these on a block, or on 3 different blocks. Go. Okay, so if you're coming in late, we are looking at a Christmas Wishes kit collection kit. Ooh, that's a mouthful. So this is a kit that came out last month in August, and I wanted to show it to you because tomorrow there'll be some new kits coming out. And so I want you guys to see kind of what's involved in a kit collection kit. So we'll stamp our words there. And then we'll take our leaf stamp and we're going to add some detail here to that leaf. And then we're going to take these two and we're going to add some detail here. Just kind of adds those, oops, those veins on my leaves. And we'll stamp this one here. There we go. Okay, and then actually, you know what? We do need the larger leaf stamp here as well. And I'll just stick that on the back. So I'm going to take the larger leaf stamp and we're just going to stamp right over the large leaves. There we go. So that adds that detail. Then we'll do it again here. We're just going to keep stamping over our leaves until they're all done. So there's those two. And then we've got these leaves. And so I can stamp over all of these. Oh, I need to find like some music when I'm doing all this stamping. Okay, we got a couple more here. I love how it adds the detailing to the leaves and then it coordinates with the greenery that's underneath it. There we go. Photopolymer stamps are just the best because you can see right through them to do stamping like this. So if I hold this up, oops, like that, now you can see how I've added the detail stamping on these die cuts. Okay, so let's close our ink pad. Oh no, let's not close our ink pad. Let's finish some stamping as long as I've got it open. Let's stamp these three. And we are going to stamp Mary on each of these. So we've got Mary, Mary, Mary. All right. There we go. Now I can close my ink pad. All right, so now we can come back to our card base and we're gonna start with our two berry pieces. Now they have given you this roll of tear and tape here, if I show you this, so that you can adhere these to your bases, okay? But I'm gonna save my tear and tape and we're just gonna use some adhesive. It's just quicker, but I do want to show you that that's why these are all-inclusive kits, because they've actually given you all of the adhesive that you need in order to make these kits. So we can put one up here towards the top, and then another one down here, the berries towards the bottom. And then we're going to add two of our Marys, and we're going to use some dimensionals. So we'll just dimensionalize here. And like so. So we'll take those backings off. I just broke my thumbnail, you guys. And my thumbnail is what I always use to peel off these backings. I try so hard to keep that thumbnail so that I don't have this problem. Okay, I'm going to stick this one. I'm just going to set this one down. It's not one that I dimensionalized, but it'll help me a little bit with my placement. So we're going to put one up here. We're going to put the other one down at the bottom. And before we do the middle one, they want us to use these leaf ones that we stamped. And we're going to add those to our card design. And it's just going to have them overlapping just a little bit, okay? Overlapping the words that we put on. Let's see here. Oh, I think I'll do it over here. There we go. Okay, so I've got those two taped down now. And now I can take my third strip that we stamped, because we got Mary, Mary, Mary for the front of this card. And we'll put the third Mary right in the middle. And hopefully, yes, I did do that correctly. All of a sudden I was panicking that I had put them on the wrong side of the card base. But here we've got our Mary, Mary, Mary. And then for our card front, they have us taking, I'm sorry, for our envelope, taking the envelopes. We still have one more design to do, but we're going to take these right here, which are stickers, and we can set this on the front. And we're going to need 2 envelopes, so I'll go ahead and just do 2 of these. So now you have a place to put your address on the envelope. So you won't need a special pen or anything. You can just write on the paper labels. Okay, so that's our first card. So let's take a look at how the second card comes together. Here's the base. And I'm just glancing at the pictures here as we go. So we need a couple more of each of the die cuts. So we'll pop these out here. Looks like we're using 2 of each again. And then I'm also going to need the gold. This has like gold foil on it. See if I can get that to kind of shimmer, because the card bases have gold foil too. So you can probably see the shine, I think, on these, and then the stripes of the first one. So a lot of beautiful, elegant gold foil. All right, so we're gonna take our Pretty Peacock ink again, and we'll start here with our small leaves. And now that I'm like in Old Pro, because I've done this once before, maybe it'll go a little bit quicker, right? Yeah, Paulette, I agree. I really like the stickers for the envelopes. Super cute way to label the envelopes. I was worried that you'd have to have like a special pen to write on them, because the envelopes are they're like a really soft, shimmery material. So I was thinking you might need like a Sharpie or something to write on them. So I was happy to see the stickers so that you could label the envelopes easily. All right, 2 more. So we're just stamping the leaf detail over each of the green leaves with the Pretty Peacock ink is what came with this kit. Okay, so we've got all of our leaves. And then I'm gonna need, we are literally using every single stamp in this kit. So the last 2 stamps are Christmas wishes. So I'm gonna need, let's see if I can, if I do this block at an angle, then I can use it. And then we'll just flip it over here and we'll use wishes on the back. Okay. So Christmas wishes is gonna go on our gold foil tag. The big thing to remember, if you're using the front and back of your stamp blocks like I'm doing right now, don't set your stamp down on your desk. You're going to have ink on your desk. So when you're done stamping and before you've cleaned it, set them up on end like this. That'll keep both stamps from touching your desk. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot. 2 more. All right, so I'll take my small leaf and we'll put that here. And then, let's see here. I'm trying to decide which way. Nope, this one's going to have to be on the top. Okay, it's going to go this way. Had to decide which way that leaf goes so that I could stamp this on the inside. Now we can safely close the ink pad. Move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay, so back to the front of our card. We are going to start with our berry pieces. And we'll add some adhesive here. And with these, oh, you know what? I just realized I was supposed to stamp this way. This is what happens when you don't read the directions. So we are going to attempt to make this card a little bit different. And I think it's still going to work. Yeah, this piece will still fit. Just barely. But we're going to make it work. So let's see here. I guess I'll put this up top. You have to bear with me because now I really can't look at the directions because I did not stamp my inside words correctly. This was supposed to be a horizontal card. But you know what? It's all good. We can roll with it and make it work. So I'm going to put my greenery here, just making sure I don't go off the card. So we're just kind of piling that around, and then we'll add some dimensionals to our banner tag. And the banner tag is pretty large, but I did, as you saw, I tested it and made sure that I can still fit it within within the width of the card. So a couple of options that I have here, you guys. Let me show you real quick before I stick this down. This card was supposed to go this way. So these still all work. And then if you're following the directions, if you're a rule follower, you would put your piece right here. Now I could take a piece of basic white paper and I could cover this over and make a new insert. That would totally be an option. Or what I'm trying to do is just make the card this way. And it just barely fits. So I have to be really careful on my placement because it just barely fits by turning it as a vertical card. But it does work. So I did not ruin the card, but I just want to tell you, if you would have preferred it to be this direction and you messed up your stamping like I did, just put a piece of white paper here and start over. So I might actually have to do that anyways because I noticed this one has a little bit of smudge on it. But it's homemade, you guys. It's made with love. Smudged with love. That should be the tagline for the back of our cards. Smudged with love. So here is our first card. Here's our second one. And then I'm not done. I have a third project to show you. Yeah, Karen says you could cut the card in half and use it to make 2 cards. Absolutely. You could totally do that. Because here, it's like having 2 card fronts right here. So, absolutely, you could totally double how many cards you make from all these bases. So, you thought the gold on the card front made it vertical. Yeah, you know, I thought it made it vertical too. I don't know. I was looking at the greenery, and so I just thought it was a vertical card. So, okay, so there's 2 cards. Now, my third project is actually not from this kit. It's the original project I was going to show you today. And then I got distracted by the kit and decided to show that too. Okay, there is a stamp set, a new stamp set called Love and Strength. And I'm using this for my September card club. So, which means that I'm also using it for a whole bunch of Facebook Lives because I just adore this stamp set. So I wanted to come up with a quick and simple layout that we could use for multiple occasions, but to highlight a couple of sentiments on this card front. So we're going to start with a piece of crumb cake. And I've already cut these pieces because I knew this video might get a little bit long otherwise. So I'll just tell you the measurements as I'm working with them. So we're going to start with Old Olive. And the Old Olive is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I'm going to take down a piece of Season of Elegance. This is my new favorite designer series paper because it has this gorgeous gold foil on it. So it is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Just a 1/4 of an inch smaller. And then I'm going to pull in a piece of basic beige ribbon. And I'm going to wrap that around here. So basic beige, you know, is one of the new colors that was introduced with the annual catalog. And it's a wonderful kind of neutral basic color to add to our color palette. So we'll put that here on our card front. There we go. And then I'm going to set this a little bit aside. We're going to take a piece of basic beige that is 4 by 5 1/4. And then we also have from the Peaceful Season dies. I have 2 different die cuts. I have a gold, a large gold, and I have the smaller Old Olive. I'll be pairing these together. But we're going to stamp with some Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to start by stamping You Matter. And then we're going to do It's Okay If All You Did Today Was Breathe. There we go. Just a simple note of encouragement for somebody who's really going through it. So we'll take our card insert. You know, and in some ways and at certain times, we all need a card like this. Because some days that really feels like that's all you can do. Just breathe. Just take things one day at a time. All right, we're going to we're going to tape You Matter to the middle of our gold foil. And then we're going to use our dimensionals and we'll pop this up on our card front. All right, we'll stick that here in the middle, just like that. And then I'm also going to be using some new embellishments called faux glass dots. And these faux glass dots, they've got 4 different colors here. And you can see I've used a lot of the green because, well, green's just the best color. So I've used up a whole lot of the green ones. All right, so we're just going to stick that here. And then we'll take a third one and I'll just put it down here. So just a quick and simple card, because this paper is so gorgeous, you can really let it do the work of your card. And just send somebody a quick note to say they matter and you've been thinking of them. So those are the 3 projects that I wanted to show you here today on Coffee and a Card. I hope you enjoyed them. And just a reminder, tomorrow the new catalog launches, and you can get the kit. Well, you can already get the kit that I showed you, and then we'll have a couple of new ones. If everything's in stock, we'll have a couple of new kits launched tomorrow as well. They're Christmas kits, so be on the lookout for those tomorrow, as well as the scrapbooking kits, the 2-tone cardstock. So much fun stuff is coming out tomorrow. So don't miss that. Be sure to let me know if you have any questions or if you need help with your order. You guys, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to encourage one another and build each other up. I'll see you soon.